I'd like to make some brief comments about yesterday's takeover bid for Origin. So I published a brief note on it yesterday with a summary of the key facts about the deal. So the deal is subject to regulatory approval still, both the Foreign Investment Review Board and the ACCC. And there are obviously a number of potential new forms of regulation that could be introduced and could affect the course of the negotiations as the deal progresses. So things like the gas price caps and potential super profit taxes that Adrian, Tom and I mentioned a little while ago. So what's interesting is how seemingly keen that Brookfield and EIG are to go ahead, as they raised the offer price twice over the course of that before the deal became public. And that was even as the government was publicly contemplating intervening in the energy market. There was an AFR article where Stuart Upson from Brookfield pointed to Origin's gas-fired plants providing firming to accelerate decarbonisation of the grid as a rationale for why Origin Energy's energy markets business might be attractive. I would say that can be true, but you also need long-term cheap gas supply to do that. With Origin getting out of upstream and some of its fairly sizable contracts, for example, the Beach contract repricing at the end of this financial year, I'd say that I could see some potential issues with that plan. But regardless, though, it is an excellent outcome for shareholders. The stock closed at $7.86, so there's another 15% further to go up to the $9 bid price. So there is, as I said, potentially more upside here if the regulatory risks are resolved. But I'd say it's pretty tricky to be too certain on that being granted. And there's already an excellent premium in the price now to what I think fundamental value is. So I'd say conservative investors would probably do well to take the money that's on the table now. But if you've got the stomach to wait and hopefully realise further upside, then that's also a possibility. It's interesting, the potential read-through for AGL, because as we know, Brookfield was also lobbing bids at that company before it switched focus to Origin. So obviously having Brookfield out of the market as a potential bidder is not fantastic on one hand, but then on the other, just given the substantial premium to what I thought Origin was worth, I'm not sure if there are other like-minded, well-funded bidders out there, but there could be someone who comes out of the woodwork. So there's potential, there's mixed news, I guess, there for what that means for AGL. But I'll leave it there and happy to take any questions if there are any.